Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
This happened, right? Today. Yeah. No, really, we need this.
Oh, and they brought treats.
Oh,
there's treats for later too. There's treats for later too. This is what's great. Yeah, you guys are the best. The best.
That's enough for all of us to have 3 cupcakes each.
I'm sorry if you're very confused. Hi, good morning. I'm Kendall. This is Shane.
Hi.
This is why we say Shendel. Jason's off today. He's okay. Don't worry. No big emergency situation. It was kind of not funny, but we were like, oh my gosh, is it his toe again? Did something happen with the toe? Because on Monday, as we all knew, he was in the ER last weekend because of his foot. And so we were like, oh no, was it bad?
Is it gone? Did he
lose his toe? No, it's not toe related. So you get us for today. Merry Christmas. Thanks, y'all. It's a great audience.
And we weren't sure if anyone would be here because frankly, it's disgusting outside.
It is so
gross. We appreciate you guys.
Yes, you made it. You made it. Okay, speaking of people making it to work today, did you notice, Shane, that anyone who doesn't work on camera or produce or direct wasn't in the office today? Did you notice that?
I may have noticed that. Was there also a holiday party yesterday?
There was a holiday party yesterday. What? Yes. We had so much fun. We were at Bolero. Yep. We bowled. We laser tagged. I broke my nail for this holiday party.
Bowling or laser tagging?
Thank you for that. Bowling. I'm a terrible bowler. Can I just, okay. I tried 6 different ways. So people just grip the ball, no, that doesn't work for mama. So then I tried the underhand roll, gutter, boop. So then I just tried to chuck it like this.
That's my way.
Yeah, the chuck it way, that's how you break your nail. PSA.
Noted. I don't have long nails. That's probably a way I can do it.
And you still get a gutter ball if you're me. So, it's no big deal. I did a lot of spin moves afterwards though to distract everyone. It was shiny objects, Did
it work
that way? It did a little bit, I think, except for when then every once in a while someone would be like, so, have you hit a pin yet? I'd be like, I hit 3 in 7 rounds.
That's actually impressive.
Thank you.
It's hard
I'm
to
so
hit
bad.
so
It's
few
impressive.
Pins. Yeah.
It's so bad. I do need bumpers. One of the people that work here were like, do you want me to put the bumpers? I was like, stop embarrassing me.
No, you say yes. It's fun.
It's just zoom, zoom, zoom. Did y'all ever do that when you put the bumpers up and then you would just purposefully hit it back and forth? The thing that they tell, yes, this guy knows what I'm talking about. That's that was childhood 101. That's probably how I never learned how to bowl.
I was a rule follower. That never happened. No.
You never stepped over the line either?
Oh no, that's a scratch.
Never intentionally, because you weren't just curious. You're like, am I gonna burn if I step over this line? Is something gonna happen to my leg?
I'm not the kid who's don't touch this button. I'll touch the button. That was not me.
I'm really proud of you. Do your children touch the button? I hope they do.
Yeah, there's totally.
They poke the bear.
Sure do.
That's cute. Yeah, I touched all the buttons. I don't have fingertips. You guys, I'm not even kidding. I could commit a crime.
I'm sorry. I feel like we need to walk that back.
Okay.
What?
So the touching the button thing.
No, you have fingertips.
Right. I don't. So no DNA profile here. So when I was a kid, my parents were like,
"This is a real story."
I promise this is real. We can call my mom and she will second this. But when I was a child, my mom was like, "Don't ever touch the hot glass when they'd have a fire," And so naturally I was like, "Aink!" Ah! The Home Alone scream was in the Mark family household. I still remember laying in the sink like this, going, my mom was like, honey, I told you not to touch the button. So, fast forward all these years.
Yeah, you are missing some lines.
I'm telling you. Years later, I worked at Lifetime, a local fitness up here, and you have to scan in to you have to use a finger to, I'm not joking. It didn't work. I had to be I was the only person this has ever happened to for them. They were like, we don't really know what to do. Everyone else can do this with at least one of the 10 digits. I'm like,
They're like, what crime did she commit?
like that is when I learned that I could honestly rob a bank and nobody would know, y'all. I'm not saying I will.
Yeah, that's not something you like say
Out there.
Yeah, just like keep that in.
Shane's gonna like read that on the news one day. She'll be like, local woman robs
fingerprintless
bank.
person. Who
Where's
doesn't have a
Kendall?
fingerprint?
It's me. Moral of the story, don't touch the glass, people.
Or the button, or across the line, yeah.
Don't do any of those things. All right, it's time now for the hot dish. Roll it, Leo. We're gonna use we forgot the
You used
spoon.
your fingers to touch the hot dish.
Again, I don't have,
Right?
it's fine. Okay, it's only been a few weeks since Jay Leno suffered serious burns to his face.
Oh,
Speaking of burns, that
man.
timing was terrible.
That's a bad
Oh,
turn.
gosh. I didn't
Too
mean to do
soon.
that. Sorry. He chatted with Hoda on the Today Show, but what happened? Take a look.
Just tell me what happened that day.
Well, it was a 1907 white steam car. So the fuel line was clogged. So I was underneath it trying to clog. And I said, blow some air through the line. Let's see if we can clear. And then a line, and then boom, and suddenly, boom, I got a face full of gas. And then the pilot light jumped and my face caught on fire. And I said to my friend, I said, Dave, I'm on fire. And Dave, okay. I said, no, Dave, I'm on fire.
How long have you guys been buddies? How many years? Thankfully, Jay's longtime pal, Dave Kalaki, was standing just a few feet away.
I couldn't even see his face. He downplays it all, but I'm telling you, he was really engulfed. I couldn't see his face.
It was on fire?
It was a wall of fire.
What was the first thing you did when you saw him engulfed in flames?
I just grabbed him. He was just under the car. I grabbed him by the head and I pulled his head into my chest.
I thought it was a bad Tinder date. I go, what's going on here?
Wow. Okay. If I ever say to you, Shane, I'm on fire.
I'm like, you're
Please
lit.
not actually on fire. Don't
No,
say
no,
I'm
you're
lit.
so hot.
Hold me to your chest
Okay.
and take the fire out.
That it wouldn't be your first reaction, be like, all right, sure.
Sure.
Okay, whatever.
Great, Mom.
Okay, Jay, though, he was in the hospital. You probably know this, 9 days. He needed to undergo several surgeries to repair his ear, his face, his hands, and he spent 8 hours a day in a hyperbaric chamber.
What's that?
Take a look.
And it's basically a glass coffin. They seal it. There are people who keep an eye on you. So I knock on the glass, and people walk by, and you see people talking. And I'm laughing because I can't get them. It's getting hot in here. But and then, oh hey, what's up, Jay? It just made me laugh because because it's all clear in this glass coffin that's sealed.
Yeah, that's sealed. You're just in there. They're going about their lives, and
Yeah,
there you
very
are.
funny, very funny.
Were you thinking about something while you were in there?
Well, yeah, you think about your jokes, you think about your act, you think about, yeah.
No. Yeah.
It was so funny, and I laughed. I'm like, that's not what I would be doing in there.
No, I'd be having a
crying.
Snow White moment waiting for Prince Charming to just open it up and make it all go away. She had a glass coffin, right? Turned out fine
experience
for
would be
her.
Very different.
It would.
It would. It would. Jay says, by the way, he still plans to work on cars, so.
Didn't learn a single lesson. Not a single lesson. It was funny, that interview. The whole time he's like ripping jokes, and Hoda is like, okay, you're funny, but can we seriously talk about what this really scary, traumatizing experience was like? And he's like, yeah, no, we're just gonna keep ripping jokes. He just keeps, it's just Jay Leno 2 and 2. So
It's very guarded, and that's again how people deal with stuff.
Yep.
Right? Trying to deflect and not truly. Hopefully, he's getting
Yes.
legitimate help and therapy through this. 'Cause
Right.
That is a traumatic
Traumatizing.
experience.
Your face was on fire.
It was. Okay, next up in the dish, moving on. We're getting our first look at the new Scream movie. Yep, there's another one. Here's the teaser trailer for Scream number 6. Guys. are returning for Scream 6. They'll be in theaters in March. That felt a little darker than the Screams of the past. I haven't seen them all, admittedly, but.
Right, they said that the directors were like, we wanted to see what it would be like to put these characters who have survived in this New York City element, which can be, you know, we all know the Gotham sort of like creepy, dark corners look. That's what they're going for. I guess Aaron was saying Hayden Panettiere, people really liked her in the 4th movie. I didn't see it, but so her being back is building a lot of excitement. Courtney Cox is building excitement, and Jenna Ortega is in it. She's Wednesday.
I thought it was weird that, she's in that
cool.
too?
Yeah.
Okay. Also, I'm never taking a subway train during Halloween because the trailer, you're like, oh no.
I mean, you could just go on like Tuesday afternoon and you could be like, oh no.
That's true.
You know, Subway New York is fun.
True
Hey,
that.
we're gonna have some fun. Lots more to come. We'll be right back right after this. This is what we were talking about right before we came to us was this. Welcome back. Selma Hayek Pino? Is that her last name now? Yeah. She's Selma Hayek, you know, Selma Hayek.
She's Selma Hayek. That's
now
what
she's
she'll
married.
always be.
Was on with Fallon last night, and she stars in the new animated film Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. She played a game with Jimmy, and that is our late night rewind.
All right, here we go. Let me see. No, hold on a second. No, that's the mark.
Ay, qué cochinada es esto.
No,
It's a cake with a brush. Oh my God.
What are you doing? That was it.
This is
How did
disgusting.
And I'll go from that side? No. It's moving. Did you move it? Hey, that's your hand.
It's a hand for sure.
Oh my God, it is a hand. There's someone in there. It's a stick. Oh my God.
Okay, she has no fear.
Wow.
They'd have to like bleep me. They would. If somebody put a hand in a box and it touched my hand, they would have to bleep me, and then I would have to run away.
Or if you're Selma, you just arm wrestle it.
Yeah.
Poor person in there's like, oh!
Oh my God, that's my arm. It's fine, you win.
Fun and games.
Whew. Okay. Our Hot Dish continues with our Insider to the Stars. Please welcome from the Hollywood Raw podcast, Mr. Dax Holt. Hi,
Good morning, ladies. How you doing today?
We never get to talk to you,
This is
so this
true.
is very exciting. Well, you have the floor.
Finally got Jason out of the way.
Yeah, now that
About
Jason's
time.
not here, do you have anything that you'd like to spill? I know you guys have spent time together at Disney. I want all the tea, Dax.
It'll stay right between us.
No one's listening.
Well, I can tell you, I have someone here that's very mad at Jason. I have
I'm
Joyce
sorry.
here from Minnesota who went to the state fair waiting to see me on television, and instead he had llamas on instead. This is Joyce. She was here. She was gonna pick a fight with Jason today. And now there's no Jason, who apparently is, I don't know, recovering from a holiday party or something.
Oh, Joyce, I love your sweater.
I mean, Dax, you do know
Thank
that the
you.
llamas were wearing costumes, right?
I'm glad a llama wearing a costume is more important
Like,
than
it's
me.
kind of a
I
big
didn't
deal.
say that. I didn't say that. Shane did, and Jason clearly did. Anywho, thank you for the tea. I appreciate that.
Love
Let
it.
me know if you have more at the end. Okay, you guys had a former TMZ producer on the show. Who was it? What did he have to say?
Yeah, we had one of our buddies named Trevor Wayne on, who just has some phenomenal stories. So he joined us on the podcast, and we've known him for years. He was one of the main guys that you'd see run around the streets, and he was awesome. Great stories. So one thing that I remember like being a big story when I was at TMZ with him related was he started dating Aubrey O'Day. in the middle of his career. There was all these stories going around that she was dating a photographer, and he was the photographer. And he was just like, it was so weird being the guy that was filming everyone, and then all of a sudden the roles are reversed, and all the paparazzi out there are now taking photos of him out on a date, like leaving Mr. Chow with Aubrey, and like just the inner circles that he was now invited into. So he got into all of that. But another big story that he had was he befriended Tori Spelling, and it was all because of how kind he was to her, because he was working the Malibu beat for many, many years, and I guess the paparazzi were very unkind to her, except for Trevor was extremely nice. And I guess one day she asked him to help her bring in all of her groceries to her house, and they just kind of struck up a friendship. And he says that friendship ended up making it into her book. And he's like, when I actually read the book for the first time, it like brought me to tears that she was so kind towards him. So all these fascinating stories from a guy who's lived a really just cool life.
I love hearing that because there are a lot of negative stereotypes about paparazzi, but they're not all the same and don't need to be grouped in together. Can we back up? Did he meet Aubrey O'Day while working the beat? Wow.
Yes. He apparently, they were out and he was asking her some questions, and he was like, did she just hit on me with her answer? And then he ended up handing over his phone number, and I want to say like a week later got a text, and it just said, hey, this is Aubrey, do you want to hang out? And he goes, Aubrey who? And she's like, Aubrey O'Day. And he goes, well, I didn't think I was actually going to get a text from you, so yeah. And that's how it all kind of started off. And then he goes through the whole story on the episode about where he kind of messed up, or where she kind of messed up, and how it all kind of fell apart after a little while.
Okay, I mean, I know that you have to go, but I have one question about that. I'm assuming this was like at the peak of her career too. She was in the news a lot. So did he just kind of recuse himself from those stories, or like, did he cover it?
This was when she was doing Apprentice.
Okay.
So he was saying like the night that they went out to Mr. Chow, like Lou Ferrigno was there and a bunch of other castmates from The Apprentice. They were all having dinner, and so he was like, it was really weird that I'm sitting at the table with all these people when I shouldn't be.
Right. Oh, if walls could talk. That's amazing. Love the stories. Can't wait to hear more. Dax, we thank you and we apologize to you.
And Joyce says bye too.
You can find the Hollywood Raw podcast wherever you get your podcasts.
Can you imagine though, like, okay, we don't have the same type of job, but if you're all of a sudden dating someone that you're supposed to be covering, like, you know what I mean? Where you're like, I'm not going to say anything wrong about you, but if then your boss is like, how did you not tell us that Aubrey was at blah, 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 when we could have nailed the front page story, and you're like, feel so uncomfortable. Like, I don't know. You know?
It feels like it's probably a taboo thing.
Probably. Tabloid thing.
Yeah.
The dad jokes will be here all show.
Go ahead and see yourself out. You gotta leave on top. That was a good one.
Guys. Hey, next in the dish, we've been talking about this a lot. The trailer for Brendan Fraser's much anticipated comeback is out. In The Whale, Brendan plays an obese English teacher who tries to reconnect with his estranged daughter. See what we're talking about. It looks incredible. Give it a look.
I know these rules can feel constraining, but remember, the point of this course is to learn how to write clearly and persuasively. Think about that. Think about the truth of your argument. You're an amazing person, Ellie. I couldn't ask for a more incredible daughter.
Are you actually trying to parent me right now?
Who would want me to be a part of their life?
You don't stay in touch with Mom?
She really only tells me things about you.
Why?
Because that's all I want to know about.
Why'd you gain all that weight?
Someone close to me passed away, and it had an effect on me.
You haven't seen her since she was 8 years old, and you're gonna reconnect with her?
Sorry.
I don't like this. This isn't a good idea.
I'm sorry.
You say you're sorry one more time, I will shove a knife right into you, I swear to God.
Go ahead, what's it gonna do? My internal organs are 2 feet in at least.
Oh, it looks so good. So good. Okay. If you recognize, by the way, the woman who plays his daughter, that's Sadie Sink. She plays Max in all of the Stranger Things sequences. So she's like, where is she from? That's who she is. Okay, so Brendan wore 300 pounds of prosthetics and had to work with a dance instructor to learn how to move with all that excess body weight. He already has been nominated for the Best Actor at the Golden Globes. So this scene right here is at the very end of the trailer, and it, like, you know, I don't know a ton about the film other than what everybody else has read. We obviously have not seen it yet, and it is powerful. And I think this whole idea of it delves into the fact that, oh, you know, she asks in that trailer, why did you gain so much weight? Well, somebody that I know something happened to, and this is what happened to me. And I think there's just so many messages within this film. It looks really, really good and heartwarming. I really want to see it.
I feel like I need to go into it with a really clear mind because it feels like almost too heavy. You know, sometimes you're like, I can't take all this on right now, but I'm sure it'll be amazing. Also, why are we just seeing a trailer? This thing, we've been talking about this and the movie's been out.
Right.
I'm a little confused at that part. It doesn't matter in the long run, but I'm just curious.
But it looks great, so check it out. Looks great.
Sure does.
All the critics love it.
Like a lot.
If the critics are not critical, that's a pretty good movie, you know what I'm saying? All right, next on the dish, 50 is the new 20. At least that's, got a lot of claps for that.
We can just stop there.
Yeah. And the show's over. Thank you all for coming. Be yourselves, you know.
Because we're about to take a real dive.
Yep.
Things are about to go downhill.
Yeah, so hold your applause, maybe. At least that's the case on the network formerly known as the Learning Channel.
So TLC hasn't really been doing a lot of educational stuff lately, and by the looks of their next show, they don't plan to start anytime soon. We are going to show you a clip from the trailer from a show that we're not sure if we can say the name. So just take a look.
Life has given me some curveballs. I think it's my time to find love.
I was married for 14 years. I want to get a chance to do me a little.
Young men have much more energy. They think out of the box. I want that.
Especially in the bedroom.
I am in this amazing, beautiful mansion here in Mexico. This is a perfect place to find love. Welcome to the villa. You're about to embark on a dating experience like none other. Let's go!
I have an extremely high libido. Is that too much saying I have an extremely high libido? Should I just have said high libido?
Audience is fired up. Okay, so the show, here's the story. It's going to be 8 hot moms. They leave their homes for a chance to find love and fun with men half their age, but they're greeted with a shocking twist. And can I tell you, I have a guess.
An
on the
idea
twist.
that it's their babies?
Yes, I think it's their sons.
It's totally their kids.
It's their sons, and then they have to date these other women in front of them, which...
I think birthday girl just passed out. I don't know. Can we call someone?
Like, do we feel, I feel like we've crossed a line.
I don't know.
I know we've done a lot of stuff. This feels really icky.
Is it too far for you? Too far?
I have a son. This feels disgusting.
I think it sounds hilarious.
No.
Okay. So,
Kendall.
Okay, we will not say the word, but it's like it rhymes with milk.
It's an Oh, I thought you said it.
No. But the last letter is
acronym.
different. Like Fun Boy Island. It's like the same thing.
Moms that you'd like to hang out with.
Yes. Have fun with. Okay, anyway. These women, I mean, they signed up for a show to meet men their son's age, and they're meeting men their son's age. So, hey!
I don't think it was their son's age. They just wanted younger men, not 20-year-olds.
Well, they said, I mean, if it's women in their 50s and men in their 20s, like, you don't get to pick if it's 20 or 29, honey.
Oh.
You should really look at those contracts. You know what I'm saying? Like, before you sign up for a reality show, girl, look at the contract. Look at it.
Thank you, Kendall. I'm sure it didn't say that in there. By the
Well,
way,
it might have been like
be your son.
I don't know. Can exclude your children.
Check your son's schedule.
Yeah, check your son's schedule.
Has your son went dark online? There's a reason.
He's in the show. Gonna be great. You're gonna learn lots of things. Hey, it's time to make today's JVIP. Hello, it's Stacey Thomas from Pierce, Minnesota. All right. I read this before, and I'm going to get through this without laughing. She says, what's not to love about the show? I record the show every day and look forward to the laughs when I get home. Ted cracks me up. Kendall grew on me. Oh. Jason, honey, why aren't we playing cold tests right now? She gets a Jason Show mug. It is entered to win the monthly grand prize. That includes coming to the studio to watch the show, a $150 accessories gift card to Becker for Furniture World, and a $200 gift card from Woodhouse Spa. I hope I'm growing on you. I hope I'm growing on y'all. It's only been 4 years. Shane?
That is the most like Minnesota passive-aggressive compliment.
Like, she's annoying, but she's growing on me. We'll be right back.
We love you, Kendall.
Welcome back to the show. Okay, close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. No, I'm kidding. Open your eyes. Don't fall asleep.
I was like,
now think really hard. What's the best present in the whole world you've ever received?
Okay, now open your eyes and think about the opposite of that. Well, Shannon hit the streets to see what the worst presents are. Take a look at what she found out.
You mind if we ask you a quick question for the Jason Show? It's an easy one. It's just about presents. So, okay, thanks. All right. Do you mind if we ask you a quick question? It's just, okay, no problem. Do you mind if we ask you a quick question for the Jason Show? It's an easy one. Okay, thanks. What's the worst present you've ever received?
Sorry, I can't really think right now.
Hey, do you mind if we ask you a quick question for the Jason Show? Really fast. It's really fast.
Sure.
It's about the holidays. So what is the worst present you've ever gotten?
They've all been good.
If he gave it to you, you don't have to say it.
Every present was perfect.
Oh, wow, that's amazing.
Well, I can't remember.
Okay, so it was bad, but it wasn't bad enough that it like stayed in your brain.
No.
What's the worst present you ever gotten? Being grandma?
That's good to know. Don't run us over. No, you're doing well. Hey, can I ask you a quick question?
Well, if I can answer it.
Well, we'll do our best. What is the worst present you've ever received?
I'm gonna say some socks.
One of those ugly Christmas sweaters.
Ah, they're all right.
A bottle of wine.
Oh, why? You really wanted 5?
You're right.
Okay. No.
This fire engine red sweater that was like covered in glitter.
Some boots that made me look like Puss in Boots. I mean, I'm already short. It's like I was shrinking.
So you're like, I'm not gonna go out and swashbuckle anything in these boots.
No.
Okay, fair enough.
Probably from my ex. And that was probably everything I got from her.
Okay, hey, all right.
Throwing some shade. Yeah.
What is the worst present you've ever received?
Anything that's for household use. I mean, for like, no vacuum.
A vacuum.
Oh, okay, all right.
For our first wedding, for our first year, we were married. Well, I just said I needed a vacuum.
I said I didn't even know she did this.
I thought I was getting skis because he said it's long and it's green, and I'm going, oh good, I'm getting skis for Christmas. No, I got a vacuum. So yeah.
Good lesson learned. Okay.
Lesson learned. Yeah.
I don't even remember it, so.
Okay, all right. So
I did get the skis after I let him know that wasn't quite what I was thinking of. But
okay.
I did get the skis eventually.
What we're asking is, what is the worst present you've ever received?
Like one of those gifts, like one of those what is it called? Cars, you know?
Like a gift card?
Yeah,
okay.
Gift card, but it had no money in it.
Oh no!
Yeah.
So you're like.
So yeah, I don't know if they would try to play a prank on me or it was a coworker. So yeah, that was the worst one I ever got.
Okay. Wow. Did you get them a present?
I did.
Okay. What did you get them?
I give them a gift card.
Okay.
Yeah, $50 gift card. $50 gift card.
What is the worst present you've ever received?
A coat rack.
Oh, and it certainly shouldn't come from a partner.
I was like, thank you. I was like, I'm breaking up with you, but I did it. But I did it.
You married the coat rack guy?
Yes, I did.
Okay. All right. Yeah, all this talking about Christmas shopping just reminds me of someone I have left on my list. I was hoping I could get a gift card for a friend.
For how much?
Nothing. Can you just put it for like $0?
Sure.
Okay, perfect. Can you make it to Jason?
Jason?
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
Last initial M?
Okay.
Perfect.
Right.
Thanks.
No problem.
Perfect. I'll just wait for it over here. Happy holidays.
Thanks, Miss Shannon. I heard a lot of really great conversations happening in the audience because it seems like we've all had like really terrible gifts. What was yours again?
It was really functional. I had mentioned all these things that I needed, and then he bought them all. This is not my husband, previous dude. But it was like things that you don't really want for Christmas, like dish towels and like a flashlight. And I was like, I mean, I did like mention those, but that's not like really like a Christmas feel.
Right. I go back to the movie Love Actually, if you've seen it, and there's this part where someone asks, what do you need for Christmas? And she goes, what do I need? I want what I want for Christmas. I want something fun and pretty. I'm like, yes, that's what we want.
Or a flashlight.
We'll be right back.
You would reach.
Oh, man. Okay, before we go into this, can we just acknowledge this audience is fantastic? Thank you. Getting the party started. I love it. Y'all are like a Friday audience, like on a day early. It's great. Love it. Hey, welcome back. Rewatch podcasts are like super hot right now, but so is rewatching old TV shows on their own. And Shane, you've watched an oldie but goodie.
I've been binging so hard, you guys. Laguna Beach. Thank you, Ted. Okay, it's all right. I'm gonna keep this going. This was one of the hottest TV shows, like really early reality, 2000s. It was appointment television, and now, boom, they're all on Netflix again. And I am reliving my youth. Take a look.
Last night he told me his parents wanted him home at 10 when he went over to Cedric's house and spent the night at Cedric's. If he can lie to me over something like that, what else is he lying to me about? You know, it just pissed me off.
Hurry up. Big Sad, come on now. Alex, let's go take a picture. Oh, girlfriend, run. Oh, I'm just kidding. What's up, Courts? Are you being mean now?
I'm not being mean, Jason, but I'm just pissed that you lied to me last night.
I didn't lie to you.
Really? You didn't lie to me? What'd you have to do last night?
I went home. Now I went to Cedric's.
You're such a liar. And I wouldn't care. Just tell me, don't lie to me.
Don't get mad.
I'm not getting mad, Jason. I don't want to like get mad tonight, but like it really bothers me.
Oh, I remember that. I was like, he did lie to you. He did.
Oh my gosh, he was such a manipulator. Okay, I knew he was a bad dude, but watching it now is way different. Okay, if you want commentaries you watch, Steven and Kristen and Steven are hosting a rewatch podcast. It's called Back to the Beach. And this has been really fun. You haven't done this yet, and I told you to.
I know. I'm sorry, Mom. I forgot.
So rude.
I forgot. But you were like the same. You were in high school when they were in high school, right?
I think it was like a freshman in college. I was young, and it still felt like it matched up. And the way they filmed it and the people they found, I mean, it was kind of like magic in a bottle. Mm-hmm. Because they weren't able to replicate it after it ended. Those kids moved on.
No, they tried.
That was the end. Also, a big apology to Kristen. I really didn't like her. I was Team Lauren.
Oh!
I mean, I think most people were Team Lauren.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah. I wasn't ready for this backlash. Anyway, I have switched sides now. Kristen was like such a strong personality, way ahead of her time.
Yeah.
Like, this is the person we all want to be now who just doesn't care.
And she had the boyfriend.
A good friend.
Elsie was trying to take her boyfriend. Let's not twist it. All y'all are like, half the audience is like, I have literally zero idea what you guys are talking about. Thank you.
But like, we don't often get a chance to go back and watch something that was super instrumental in our young life. It's really interesting rewatching as an adult and getting a whole new perspective on it. Anyway, it's a really good binge.
And you're like, Karis earmuffs.
Oh,
like, children,
high
earmuffs.
Schoolers.
It's true.
Not too bad.
Mommy, what's in the red cup? Juice.
Yeah, always.
What's in the red cup? Of course.
Always.
Of course. Okay, I'm not rewatching something. I'm watching a docuseries that is
we
very
went from
topical.
Laguna Beach to a documentary?
A documentary, but it's got drama, girl. It's got drama.
Oh,
okay. It's very topical considering the World Cup is on literally right now. I mean, there's only one match left, but hey, whatever. It's called FIFA Uncovered.
Sepp Blatter was the godfather of football.
Being a member of FIFA is like being in the secret garden. There's an unspoken code. You can do whatever you want.
They wanted to be a force for good.
The lines between right and wrong blurred.
Wire fraud, money laundering, racketeering, tax evasion. FIFA became a criminal organization.
Mr. Blatter!
You're looking at 75 years in jail.
You are innocent until declared guilty.
FIFA will feel a tsunami coming. Trust me, you haven't seen it yet.
Qatar!
This is the World Cup of fraud.
Our business is our business. Greed and politicking and backstabbing.
FIFA is under fire.
It's the biggest sports corruption scandal we've ever had.
The impacts go to every corner of the planet.
Ooh, baby. Okay, so the show highlights the checkered past of the soccer or football governing body and how corruption has plagued it for decades. It's available on Netflix. Now, what makes this really good isn't just the timeliness of it all, because we're all talking about the World Cup, but the interview a lot of people that are still or used to be involved with the organization, including Sepp Blatter, who, if you were just listening to that, is the guy who was at its helm for a couple decades while the worst of the corruption was happening. And he still is like, I'm innocent. I didn't do anything wrong. I don't know why they won't let me back in. So it's a very interesting look at how...
So he's like the Jason Waller?
Yes, he doesn't know.
FIFA?
Nobody got that.
The bad guy on Laguna Beach?
Laguna,
It's okay.
See, she's trying to tie Laguna
Because
in.
we both picked really poignant documentaries.
Yes, that really changed the world. Watch it, even if you don't like soccer. It is fascinating, and the way that it goes all the way from the 70s when the corruption allegedly started to now and the current World Cup happening and what's happening with the USA going, I'm sorry, I don't care if you're FIFA. We're going to sue you anyway. We're going to put you all in jail. Fascinating. Team America. We'll be right back. Fascinating. America was like, oh, I'm sorry. So much.
Still talking FIFA.
It's just a lot of drama for your mama, you know what I mean? Okay, watch it. Hey, it's time for a Throwback Thursday. This one, thank you, takes us back to 2018. This was BK, before Kendall. When Shane, you had a great idea to take everyone out to a cat store?
Yeah, a certain cafe. It was a cat cafe. It had opened in Minneapolis. I thought, perfect.
Perfect.
Oh, thank you. I missed that opportunity. Knocked it out of the park. I thought, like, why not? We go there, we have a team meeting. There were some issues I wasn't aware of, but they do come very clear during this. Take a look.
Hi. We usually have our Jason Show post-show meetings by either executive producer Jeff's desk or producer Ted's desk. But today, we're having it at a very special location, here at the Cafe Meow in Uptown. There are 14 cats in this room. How do I know this? Well, I'm allergic to the cats. Executive producer Jeff is allergic to the cats. Show producer Ted is allergic to cats. That cough you just heard a second ago is Ted's cough. And we've been in this room 2 minutes and 14 seconds.
So Thursday, Friday this week are the only like light days. So we have a food and wine person Thursday.
Is there like maybe, sorry, I'm trying not to touch my face.
My throat really hurts.
Oh, they're watching. Look at.
They're like snipers.
They're all over the place. The one, Ted, that one right up there is looking at you. Ted, look at that one right there.
Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Oh god. Is that? Who the? Here, kitty, 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 kitty.
Are they leaving us here alone? Oh, sorry.
Oh, don't leave us with the cats.
I think this one really likes Ted. We could do like Cat Bachelor.
By the end of this meeting, which cat likes Ted the best? I think this one right here.
I just feel good chemistry with her.
You know that I want you, girl.
Here, you put them in your hand, but don't crawl over me. Oh, she's gonna crawl over me.
Put it on Ted's lap. See if it.
Don't touch
Don't
me.
shake each other.
Oh,
This was a terrible idea.
Is that a boy or girl, though?
I don't know how to tell.
Aren't they all girls?
No, there's some
They
boys.
all get filleted or spayed or whatever.
No, filleted. It's not a chicken breast. It's a cat.
Oh, there's toys.
Oh yeah.
This is how we get Jason's attention as well.
I know.
What do you like? Poke them?
Oh.
Kitty, 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 kitty.
I don't think they don't come with that, with the whistle.
What do you do with them? Don't they come to you like a dog?
While Jeff is trying to get the attention of the cats, I interrupt our meeting to tell you that what's cool about this place is all of the cats here are up for adoption, as is Ted.
Here, kitty. It's like ice fishing. Just like all my ex-girlfriends.
It doesn't really like that.
Oh.
We are nearing the end of our meeting here at the Cafe Meow. We saw Ted a minute ago start the process of trying to find a cat that he could take home.
That thing jumped like 12 feet.
And now it's time for Ted to choose the cat.
You guys want me to bring you over some cats?
No.
No.
Don't make it mad. Oh.
Ew.
For the TV show.
Cat is so freaky. You can't put it on top of me.
But you can put it on.
You can put it
okay with it.
near.
Oh,
There we go.
Your cats bite?
Yes, they bite.
Kitties. Kitties. Do you want to play? Oh! Oh!
Well, as you can see, we tried to place several cats near Ted, and none of them wanted to go near Ted. Sorry.
So unwanted.
They're still open, right?
Not only are they open, there is a new location in Robbinsdale, and I think we need a follow-up. Just throwing it out there.
We're going to discuss after the break. See you in a second. I really do think we should go.
I will go.
Ted, I think you'll be okay, right? Hello, everyone. Hey. It's your chance to get some official Jason Show merch. Our swag shop is open for business, so get those cameras out, people, because here's your QR code. We're offering up mugs, t-shirts, water bottles, cigarette lighters. That's what Jason would say. You know, no, we don't actually have cigarette lighters, sorry, but still, you can aim. I know, it's so funny every day, sorry. If you aim your camera app at the QR code on the screen right now, it will take you right to the shop. We've also posted links on our Facebook and Instagram pages.
Making you proud. Making you proud. We'll be right back.
It didn't land as well as All right. Great audience today. Thank y'all. Okay, you know what time it is. Time for the surprise goodbye.
And this is a doozy. You guys, today is history in the making.
God, don't read this. Don't
One
do
of
it.
the most legendary producers of all time has made another trip around the sun. It was a snowy morning back on
my
December
God.
15th, 1984, when producer Ted entered this world. He wrote this, you guys, just so if you're wondering. His parents were overjoyed when they saw the future reality TV expert for the very first time. And rumor has it, he gave out his first rose that day.
Yeah, I'm not going to read the rest of this, Ted. About how you're such a joy to work with.
This is my favorite. He wrote, he's going to hate us for saying this, but he is a joy to work with, and we don't know what we would do without him.
Ted, you'll be happy to see that TK's Gourmet Cupcakes, she brought us a bunch of cupcakes today, so now we have some cupcakes